Hey everybody,
Hey.
welcome to Give St. Louis. It's today, Mark.
It's Mark and Joani from Oasis International.
Yeah, and it's Give St. Louis today.
Today.
Yes. This is one of our biggest fundraisers, and we just want to tell you a little bit about it this morning. There are power hours that when you give during those hours, that the money is increased 5 to 15%, and so those hours are like between 9 and 10, 12 and 1, 3 and 4, 6 and 7 in the evening, and 10 and 11 in the evening. And actually,
That's awesome.
yeah, it is. Between 6 and 7 and 10 and 11 are the greatest increases. So we're just looking for, what are we looking for?
A lot of givers.
We're looking for a lot of givers today so that we can continue to bless the refugees in St. Louis.
Right.
Also, at 9 o'clock and at noon and at 3 o'clock, prizes are given for we're going to play some fun little games all during the day just to keep people engaged.
Yeah.
And so one of the questions that we are asking is, how many, or can you name, we're going to have to do this over, can you name the 7 military bases where the Afghan families, soldiers and families were housed from 1 to 3 months before they came and were located in St. Louis and many, many cities around the United States?
Give me one.
Okay, Fort McCoy in Wisconsin.
Oh, good.
That was one of them. But there were 7 different military bases.
Give me 2.
So that's about all I can do right now, unless I look at my notes. But if you can just write the answer in the chat, and
McCoy.
So
Wisconsin.
anyway, and there's one kind of south, and
maybe,
there's several others. So that's some of the things we're going to do today. But we're going to just talk a little bit about a couple refugee families that have recently come.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark.
Well, thank you, Joani. Actually, we have had so many awesome Afghan families that came since last September. And one of them, we got to speak with them in several churches, Hasib and Hugh. Hugh was one of our Marines that was in Afghanistan, and Hasib was his interpreter. And man, these guys really gave their lives. They really laid down their lives for us. And I remember Hugh said something about Hasib. They were on a mission, and Hasib didn't have a gun. And he said, "Don't go in there. Let me go into the room before you without a gun." And I mean, these people are brave. They laid down their lives for us, and so we really want to love them and appreciate them and honor them just like we do our own veterans. Another man that I got to meet, I mean, all these people become our friends, and so we know Abdul, Hamidullah, all these guys from Afghanistan. One man worked with, a couple of the people worked with the Afghan president of Afghanistan, and this man was one of the, he was a computer designer. And he's also an unbelievable artist.
Yeah,
and so I just said, "Hey, would you mind if we got together some of the other Afghan men, and could we just have like a little art painting class with one of my friends from my church?" And he said yes, and we invited several of the Afghan men. And we had a great time. And it was really awesome to be able to focus on the beauty of a painting and take our focus off of the trauma of war. And so we're planning on doing that, scheduling that, trying to do it once a month or even more maybe. And we would just like to raise the funds for the paint and the canvases and stuff like that, the material. So that's part of what we want to do with Give STL.
Right.
Do you have a story, Joani?
I do have a story. And you know what? We're just so grateful to the people of St. Louis. They have just been so generous and welcoming. We want to be the most welcoming city in the United States. Right. And we know that this is the heart of Jesus. This is exactly what he would be doing, welcoming the stranger, welcoming these people into our city. And so we always say we knew that God never just called Mark and I to do this. And so
we have a great staff.
We have an awesome staff that has a heart. Our volunteers have a heart to do this, and but we can't do it without the financial support. Right. So we just want to thank you for giving. And you know, just recently, well, I guess it was probably in January that I met a young lady, actually from the Congo. And she is here, and she's with her husband. Awesome. And she started taking English. Her English is good, but she just really had a desire to get better and better with her English. And one day someone came and they just needed to interview someone, a refugee. And so she did interview Tegra. She's 28 years old. And I just sat in on the interview. And I was so blessed by Tegra's heart. You know, she said, the lady that interviewed her said, well, do you have any aspirations? What would you like to do with your life? And she said, I've always wanted to be a doctor. I want to be a surgeon since I've been a little girl. And she said, really, I feel like it's a calling from God. I really want to help people. And she said, and now I'm in America, a land of opportunity, and I want to get my education. I'm going to become a surgeon. And she just had such a motivation to do well, to fulfill her dream. And she just felt like, wow, God's brought me to America. It can happen. Yeah. And then, you know, her heart just began to break for her own country. She said, and then I want to go to my country. I want to help them. There are so many places in my country where there's a continuous war going on. Children, little girls and women being raped and killed, men being killed, starvation, just terrible things. There's not enough medical resources there. And so she really has a heart, you know, to go back and to help. And so she is just precious, and we love just being a part. Yeah. We're a part of her story. And you can be a part too, just by being involved with Oasis, by helping these people, by giving financially. And so we just encourage you today to give and to give generously so that we can be a blessing to these families and to help them to become, to fulfill their dreams, to become citizens, just to be a very integral part of our city and a blessing to our city. They're so grateful to be here, aren't they, Mark?
I am blessed to have so many friends.
Yeah.
From so many nations.
Yeah.
Oh man, they've really had a big struggle.
Yes, they have.
Before they got here, and we just want to be a help after they get here. And you know, they need families. They need families to make it, to get through, to find jobs, to get a better education.
Right. And
we can make a difference, and you can just by becoming a part of what we do at Oasis. You can volunteer, you can give gifts, you can donate furniture or clothes or even cars. We've been giving a lot of cars away. Right. But it's just important that we give our heart. You know, it's one thing, I say this all the time, you know, Americans, we're great about giving stuff, but we really need to give ourselves. And so that's the way we can do it. We can connect you with refugee family, and let your family become a part of their family, and their family become a part of your family. This is what this is all about. Oasis International Ministries is about the love of Jesus, about sharing and giving to support these people that have lost everything.
Yeah, that's right. And we just want to say thank you again to our staff.
Yeah.
We've actually been on a little vacation, a longer vacation than we've ever had, and the volunteers that have just kept everything going at Oasis. And so we just want to say thank you to our awesome staff and volunteers. And so don't forget the power hours again. Let's see, what are they?
What are they, Joani?
Yes, here they are, 9 to 10. 12 to 1, 3 to 4, 6 to 7, 10 to 11. So what you give during those power hours, the money is increased 5 to 15%. Yeah. The biggest increase comes between 6 and 7 o'clock tonight, 10 and 11 tonight.
So you give, and then we get extra money.
We get extra money, yes.
Hey, Fort McCoy, Wisconsin.
Yes, just put it in the chat. There's 7 different military bases, so that's one of them. And so you know what you do. You just Google it, and you can find the answers, and we have a gift card for you. So we just want to say thank you. We love St. Louis. We love our refugee friends. We are looking forward to getting back and being with all of our people again.
Yeah, we miss you.
Yeah, we've missed you. And but it's been a great vacation, and so thank you very much. And I guess that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God
bless you. We love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.